2023 has had some of the best new mobile game releases of all time. Omniheroes is a brand new idle hero collector, and you're gonna want to see this. First of all, let's talk gameplay. One of the most important features of all mobile games is the combat. An important note I'd like to share about Omniheroes combat is that heroes have multiple skills to use. They still have their ultimate abilities, but additional spells and attacks bring more nuance to the battlefield. We have the traditional RPG stats like speed, defense, magic defense, etc. So there's theory crafting to be had and builds to be found. The unfathomable power your team can reach really helps keep the game exciting. My favorite function of Omniheroes combat though is actually the relics. Relics are like summoner spells that you get to collect and use in battle. Different relics sport different stats and abilities, so they add a whole new level to the combat. I for one am a huge fan of combat variation, and the relics feel great to use. This is the synergy system for Omniheroes. Every hero has a multitude of passive effects that trigger in battle depending on who you've paired them with. So if I take my Oss and pair him with Emily, then at the beginning of every battle, enemies receive an innate damage over time debuff that works and synergizes with the hero's abilities. There's Valkyrie synergies, faction synergies, and relic synergies, so you can bet your top dollar that this game's meta will take a while to refine. This is great news for gamers like me that prefer strategy in their mobile games. The animations are crisp, with several flavors of art style across various content. The gameplay feels fast-paced and action-packed. The graphics are flattering to the stimulating visual display of the characters' abilities. The artists were able to make fights feel flashy while still keeping the details clear enough to know what's happening. The increased battle speed that comes with these games can often feel clunky and out of place, but in Omniheroes it fits right in. Obviously, the heroes are a huge part of the game, and this may worry some gacha fans about the summon rates. Omniheroes puts all the rarest heroes at a 5% rate. This is exceptionally high for a gacha game. You can occasionally see rates as low as 0.1%, so this is surely a welcome factor. The 777 free summon event will definitely scratch your gacha gaming itch. Choose any hero you want and you are almost guaranteed to obtain them. Over the course of 1 week, you occasionally are given hundreds of summons to perform. Once completing them all, you are given the opportunity to select one of your ×10 summons to keep, while discarding the rest. The way the summons are spread help to maintain smooth progress without feeling overly pressured to spend money. Forgotten Land is an area that really piqued my interest. This is a separate area from the campaign that boosts your idle overtime rewards for progressing. There are 4 dungeons with multiple floors to climb, and each dungeon boosts a different idle function. Wailing Mines increases gold income, Corrupt Spring increases ascension ore, and so on. Furthermore, you can use the speed up button a number of times to claim rewards instantly. This is a great area to try and stay on top of. Palace of Penrose is the tower you climb with hundreds of floors and rewards to collect. You will get a lot of your summons from here, and if it takes your fancy, you can try to clear the fastest for a placement in the ranking system. There's also a battle pass that levels up as you clear floors, so there are multiple reasons to try and climb daily. The Labyrinth is a roguelike dungeon allowing you additional methods of farming relics. You jump from tile to tile, facing enemies and collecting buffs to help your team clear the dungeon. You can either comb the area for every prize tile available, or if you want to push to the end for the completion bonus, that works too. The Gloom Woods house carnivorous plants that can be fed, but be careful not to under or overfeed them, as activating the plant when it's properly satiated yields even more boosted idle results. So it's effectively like playing the card game 21, since you use your judgment to decide whether or not you want to continue feeding the plant. There's a PvP aspect incorporated as well with the inclusion of a pillage feature. The Lost City unlocks quite a few chapters down the line. Basically, for every chapter you collect all the stars along the way, a bonus chapter unlocks in the form of a small tower at the Lost City. You can recomplete the chapters here for exotic rewards and to compete for rank number 1 in the leaderboard. This is a good way to recycle the old chapters in a fun way that makes 3-starring stages feel like less of a pointless chore and more of a milestone towards Lost City progression. Your classic PvP arena is here with the traditional 5v5 matchups as well as additional content that unlocks after leveling up a bit. It'd be wrong of me to bring up PvP without giving it a shot, so let's go ahead and delve into it a little bit. In this mode, players typically set up their teams and strategies, and then the battles are automated, requiring minimal active involvement from the player. Here's how it generally works. Once the player sets up their team, they initiate PvP battles against other players' teams. These opponents are often controlled by AI and may be based on other players' actual teams or pre-designed AI-controlled teams. The battles themselves are automated, with the characters executing their abilities and attacks based on predetermined AI algorithms. Idle gacha PvP modes often include leaderboards or rankings that showcase players' performance. Players can compete to climb the ranks, earn rewards, and demonstrate their strategic prowess. Engaging in PvP battles helps players test their team compositions, optimize strategies, and refine their characters' abilities. This can lead to overall progression and growth in the game. That's enough of the gameplay. It's time to get into the characters. I actually do take character design into consideration when evaluating these gacha games. Any game can fill out a character roster, but it takes a truly dedicated artist to bring so many characters to life. Omniheroes has its badass heroes too, but it may lean slightly more towards the waifu gacha game. The term waifu comes from anime and manga culture, referring to a character that someone has a strong affection or emotional attachment to. Waifu gacha games are a subgenre of mobile games where players collect and summon characters, often female, through a randomized gacha mechanic. These characters are typically beautifully designed and come with unique abilities or attributes. Waifus in games provide several benefits to players, contributing to their enjoyment and engagement. Players often develop emotional connections to their favorite waifu characters, enhancing their overall gaming experience and creating a deeper sense of involvement. Players often spend in-game currency or real money to pull for characters, hoping to obtain their favorite or rare waifu. The appeal of waifu gacha games lies in the collection aspect, as well as forming teams of characters to battle, complete quests, or engage in various activities within the game. So whether you're a story skipper or a lore deep diver, there are novels of stories to unlock through conversations, gifts, and social interactions with your favorite hero, waifu, or husbando. One thing is certain, Omniheroes is a content goldmine. There's so many interesting things to discuss, like pro tips, tier lists, best heroes, relics, and synergy amongst other things. This is just scratching the surface of all the content there is to explore in Omniheroes. We have so much more to unlock, but before we get there, I figured this video is a good start. All in all, I find Omniheroes to be one of the higher tier mobile game releases this year. I don't see many other idle games coming close in terms of pure amount of content and potential. It's going to take a lot of innovation and hard work to compete with Omniheroes this year, so hats off to Omni Dream Games and good luck to all you other developers out there. I'm excited to see where this game goes, and if you have anything you'd like to see in a video, I'd be happy to read about it in a comment. I also plan on releasing a tier list video soon, so make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss that. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to join my Discord. But other than that, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.